Hi guys, this is a video on an internet service called Google Reader. Now Google Reader is an RSS online newsreader, and it basically allows you to view headlines of various websites. All you need to do is look for this little icon here. Now it may be orange, but usually you can then subscribe to the page, and to show you an example, it comes up with a bunch of headlines for that page. You can then click on them, it gives you a nice little description, and then you can read more on the actual page itself by clicking on the headline. Now with Google Reader, what are the advantages of this over a desktop reader? Because you can download desktop readers for Windows, for Mac, for Linux. Basically, when you download a desktop reader, it's downloading all the RSS feeds to your desktop, so it's wasting bandwidth by downloading these feeds. Now if you don't read these feeds, you've just wasted a bunch of bandwidth. Now with Google Reader, it actually does, it downloads it sort of server side, because it does it all inside your browser. It's not downloading it straight to your computer. So you can see, let me give you an example. You can see I've got more than 60 items here for download squad. Actually no, I won't use that. I'll go to JCXP latest topics. You can see I've got more than 60 items here. If I scroll to the bottom, you can see it's loading them. I'm loading them really quickly as well. I've got more than 100 items now, more than 140, 180, and this is one of the great features of Google Reader, because you can actually scroll down and go to items that have been made in the past. A lot of items that have been made in the past. Now with the desktop one, usually it limits itself to something like 20, but as you can see here, I've already got 300 here that have been made previously to adding the feed. It can be done, so you can do it previously to adding the feed into your reader. Now some other good features of Google Reader. If you go onto the home page, normally if I just click home, it gives you a nice little overview of what's new, and it gives you some recommendations. Now you can go to all of the items and view them in chronological order. So you can see it started at 12:15. This is great if you have a bunch of feeds and you end up finding that some of the important ones are going unread. You can view them in time order, so it doesn't matter which feed you're reading, it does it all by how new it is. Now you can see you've got two views here. You've got list view and expanded view. Expanded view actually shows you most of the time either a short paragraph or the actual content of the feed you're reading, or you can have the list view. I prefer the list view because it gives a nice big overview. The starred items is pretty good. If I for example find something like Opera Mobile 9.5 public beta Thursday, have a look at that. Ooh, that's really exciting, I really like this, I'm really excited about it, I'm going to star it. And then at a future date, if you want to revert back to it, all you have to do is go to the starred items, and there it will be. You can also share your items, so you're basically making your own RSS feed out of RSS feeds, if that makes sense. You're basically making your own one for other people to subscribe to. You can also email a specific feed if you really want to, or add tags of your own. Usually adding tags, it should, if I just say opera, you can add it, and then you can either search it, or it may add itself down here, so then you can click here and then it will have the tag here of opera, so that's really good to have. You can also have folders, which I've got organised here. I'll be showing you a couple of feeds that I've got in a second. Something else I'd like to show is the trends, which is a really useful feature of Google Reader. Now I've been using Google Reader for quite a while, and it says from my 21 subscriptions over the last 30 days I've read 403 items, starred 1, which I've just done, shared 0, and emailed 0. I haven't really used the starring, sharing or emailing. I've just been using it on and off to see what's happening. Now below this you get a nice little thing called reading trends. Now it will tell me how all the feeds that I've read from various sites, and it will tell me the percentage that I've read of them. Now what's great about this is that you can find the ones that you don't read and then remove the site. So you can have a look at a bunch of feeds that you like, add them to your feed area, and then if you don't read them, you just have a look at this and you think to yourself, I've only read one item from it, do I still need it? And then remove it, and then you're decluttering your area. So you can see that you can have starred, shared and emailed, and it can do your trends from there, and read on a mobile if you want to access this through a mobile device. That's another great thing about Google Reader being online. You can access this from anywhere and on any operating system, so obviously Mac, Linux, Windows, you can access this. Going back to what I was trying to say, subscription trends. It shows you how many items are posted per day from a specific feed, and as you can see at the top, we've got hot UK deals of 59. So then you can think to yourself, do I actually read them? Is it just too many? Is it cluttering up my area? Should I get rid of them? And you can say inactive. Here it says I've got the Google weblog and last updated 06, so I can then say now I don't really need that, unsubscribe, and then you can get rid of it really easily. Most obscure, and it shows me how many people have actually subscribed to the feeds that I'm subscribed to. So these are ones that I've made on YouTube, that are from YouTube, and you can see there's not many subscribers to these. Okay, moving on. So we've done all the things that are here pretty much. So this ad subscription is a great feature of Google Reader, because usually when you add something to a desktop client, you paste in the URL of the actual thing itself. But as you can see, I just removed the Google weblog. I want to get it back, but I don't want to have to type the feed in. So all I'm going to do is type in Google, and it does pretty much like a Google search, but for blogs. And as you can see, there's an official Google blog, 20,000 subscribers, or the Google weblog, and I can subscribe to any of these really easily. Just click it and it will say subscribed. I can then go along each one if I wanted to, but I'm not going to for the time being. I can then add it to a folder if I really want to, but I won't be doing that either. And you can see you've got statistics on, each of the feeds, so you can then think, do they actually post? Is it worth adding it? So as you can see, you can also discover, and this will analyse your feeds that you already have and then show you some related ones, so it might be worth checking out if you want to see anything new, if you're bored of the feeds you currently have, or if there's something that might be important that you want to add, or something that you see on here that's well worth doing. So Lifehacker Firefox extensions, if I wanted to, I can subscribe to that. Now you can show it by updated or show it by all. I usually use all because then I can see which ones are adding new items. You can have the expanded view on each of them, or the list view. I choose the list view, but expanded view gives you a nice little overview of each of the things that are given inside each of the feeds. But I use a list view because it's a lot easier to see. And another few good features about Google Reader is the fact that it can embed YouTube videos. Now, for example, Laker Coolman, I've been talking to him recently, really cool dude. If I clicked on his latest video, you can see that straight away it gives me a box which is the YouTube video. So I can click this and it will then start to play his YouTube video. Now I added this feed via the RSS from YouTube. All you have to do is Google YouTube RSS, and then you can add the user's channel. So when he releases a new video, it comes up in my Google Reader and I can then watch it. So that's really good to have. And you can also notice that there's a little pop-out button. You click that and you can basically watch the YouTube video separately in a separate window and continue looking at your feeds without it interrupting the box, because I've had that problem with desktop readers. It interrupts the box if you try and watch the video, but the video is embedded, so that's really handy to have. And also what I've talked about before, again with the showing you the past items, by subscribing to the YouTube feed you then get all the videos from the guy's channel. So I'm going on to, it will load all the previous files or previous videos from Laker Coolman, so I can check them all out if I wanted to go through all his videos. So that is videos from YouTube that you can actually have embedded in your feeds. Now another thing it does is podcasts. If you can get hold of the RSS feed for that, or I suppose you could search for it through the ad subscription. I'm just showing you the Chris Miles one, which I've shown previously on Net Vibes. That does pretty much the same thing, only it does it through a little audio player, so I can then click that and then it will play the Chris Miles thing. Again, I can pop this out if I really wanted to, and then I can play it and then continue looking at my feeds. So these are a couple of really good features that are with Google Reader. So let's make it a little bit better. With the standard Google Reader, you can see that you get these icons for each of them. Now it's not very good, they're all the same and it doesn't look very easy to look at. Now if you have the Grease Monkey Firefox extension, you can get something called Show Feed Fav Icons. If you click that, and refresh the, sorry, if you download the script, install it, I'm just clicking it, and as you can see now it's got all the icons for the various sites. So now I have YouTube as its own icons. It basically makes it look a little bit more pretty and helps you as distinguish through each of the sites. Now another one which I've already ticked is called GPE, and this basically allows you, if I show you an example, go on to JCXP latest topics, HP, which I don't really care what this is, so you can see it's got the overview of it, but I now want to reply to his topic. I want to go on the site. Usually you'd have to click this or this, and it will actually open up a new window, but if with the GPE enabled, you can click that and it will basically open up the site where I can then reply if I really want to. So this saves me going on the website because it's opening the resulting page in a frame. The last thing is Google Reader Minimalistic. Now I show you all these links, but I don't actually use any of them, to be honest. So I use Google Reader Minimalistic. So when I refresh it, you can see that it's just got the ad subscription and it's got my list of feeds, and then it's got all my feeds along the right hand side. Now if you do use this minimalistic thing, you'll probably want to sometimes mark all your items as red, and you'll notice that the buttons disappeared. All you have to do is type Shift and A and it will mark them all as red. So that is the Grease Monkey scripts that you can get for Google Reader to make it a little bit better. There is one I suggest that is from Stylish, which is the skin application that you can put into Firefox, and I've just put this back to normal to show you the skin. It's called Sweet Face. Now the problem with this is that, as you can see, it's pink. I'm aiming at some stage when I can be bothered to change the colour of this so it's black and grey or something like that. I'd really like to get that done, or if anyone is able to do that quickly, and to put it onto userstyles.org, and then people can do that, can download it. Once I have done it, I'll probably make a video saying that it's done, but it basically makes it look a little bit nicer. Obviously it will look a little bit nicer and not pink, because obviously that's a female colour, but it's quite a nice thing to have if you don't like the original Google and you want it to look a little bit nicer. So that's about it really. I hope you now know about Google Reader. It's a great application, great online application. It's accessible from anywhere. It's got a bunch of cool little features in it. If there's anything I've missed, then be sure to leave a comment. Thanks for watching my video. Please comment, rate, subscribe if you like my videos, and thanks again.